You've been struggling with your gut issues for so many years, and it's beyond just the gas, bloat, diarrhea, or constipation. Now you're scared to eat, and you're not sure what foods are going to cause a reaction. Come on in my kitchen. Let's have a chat. In this video, I'm going to take you in my kitchen for a pantry tour and show you some of the gut-friendly staples that you can feel confident eating. Are you ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! Okay folks, here it is. If you're ever struggling with nausea, ginger is one of my go-to ingredients. In fact, I love using these gingins. You can chew them or suck them and it'll help to settle that angry tummy. Next, I want to pick a really important ingredient that I know you've heard of and you're thinking about trying. Collagen. But before you run out and buy it, we need to settle this collagen versus gelatin debate. When it comes to repairing leaky gut, gelatin is always our preference. I just happen to be out of it. Collagen is a really great backup and can be beneficial for hair, skin, and nails. Oh, and if you're struggling with acid reflux, I've got a really great combination for you. Check this out. One of my favorite herbal teas to recommend to our clients in the Love and Trust Your Guts program if you feel like you are a fire-breathing dragon. Throat Coat by Traditional Medicinals is a really great combination of some special herbs like marshmallow, slippery elm, licorice, and fennel. These gelatinous herbs will go through and coat and soothe any sort of irritation and inflammation. And if you want to kick it up a notch, my favorite addition is a half a teaspoon of MANUKA honey. It will also help to coat and soothe that irritation, but it will also help you to fight infections. Now, it wouldn't be a complete tour without me bringing into my fridge and showing you my favorite gut healing foods. Adding in fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and even miso paste are like adding good bacteria into your gut. They'll help you break down your foods, but also keep bad bacteria out. Now, if you're seeing whole foods in your poop or suspect you're not breaking your foods down properly, let that be a sign we need to stimulate enzyme production. It's why I always have apple cider vinegar on hand, and I'll drink back about a tablespoon diluted down in a quarter cup of water 15 to 30 minutes before each meal. Now, if you're struggling with inflammation, we're going to need to swap dairy, gluten, and sugar. To be clear, this alone is not going to fix your gut, but the reason why we swap them is, well, because they're inflammatory. And if you plan on repairing your gut, we need to reduce as much inflammation as possible. This allows your body to focus on healing instead of breaking down these sticky, goopy foods. So let me show you some of my favorite dairy, gluten, and sugar-free swaps. Where are my pasta lovers at? I've got you more than covered. My absolute favorite pasta is TINKYADA. You gotta give this a try. They've got every noodle you can imagine. Big shells, lasagna noodles, spiral noodles, elbow noodles, whatever you want. They got them. If you're needing a little cheesy flavor in your life, my go-to is nutritional yeast. I love sprinkling this on top of my foods or mixing it into soups and stews when you want that little bit of a cheesy flavor. Now, if you love baking and you need some really good flour options, my go-to is Bob's Red Mill. This is my absolute favorite, or sometimes I'll just use straight almond flour or even oat flour. Now, I have a feeling you might have a sweet tooth, and if that's the case, my go-to sweetener is Now Better Stevia Drops. I like the French vanilla flavor, and it's great in both drinks and even in some baked goods. Just add a couple drops into your drink. It's good. One of the fastest ways to piss off your intestines is to eat dairy. And so my go-to for swapping milk and creams, whether it be in baking, soups, or stews, is coconut cream. Canned coconut cream, you gotta try it, it's delicious. Do you need a yogurt swap? My go-to is Riviera's coconut yogurt. Get the plain and skip the extra sugar. If you want to sweeten it, use your stevia drops. When it comes to fixing your gut, we don't want you fearing food, and we especially don't want you eliminating food. One of the easiest ways to feel more confident in the kitchen is having meals prepped and ready to go in advance, just like I did with this chicken. Because let's be honest, there's nothing worse than making food decisions when you're scared, nauseous, and exhausted. All right, my friend, what this means is you need to equip yourself with lots of variety of foods. Break up with the restrictive diets. Stop eating bland, boring shit and get excited about food again. If you're excited about eating more variety of foods and you liked this message, be sure to give us a like on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see you in the next video. Yes, my husband drinks a lot of coffee, and no, I don't recommend it. Want to see a cool trick? Whenever you buy almond butter, make sure you store it upside down so the oils run to the top and you don't get that dry, crusty shit on the bottom.